Hello out there, happy Sunday. This is Bible Girl and it's another episode of Recap and Review. Today's chapter comes from Deathly Hallows, obviously, and it is the Sacking of Severus Snape. Now this chapter has so much going on that I'm going to apologize right up front because I'm sure I'm going to forget something important. When we left, Harry and Luna were trapped inside Ravenclaw Tower with Scaros. But they end up, Harry ends up attacking her, and now they're kind of safe, except Mr. Garrow is banging on the door, trying to get his way in. I mean, it's a little strange that she hasn't come out yet. He ends up getting McGonagall to come. He's saying, let me in, let me in, let me in. Ravenclaw students are now kind of confused. They're sleeping down in their pajamas. Harry and Luna are covered and protected. McGonagall eventually lets him in, and to this point where, because stunned and recognizing that Harry isn't caught and they have called Voldemort, he figures out they're in a lot of trouble. They know what happened to the Malfoys. So he's rattling on about how he's going to blame all the little Ravenclaws, and McGonagall will not stand for the children being pushed around anymore, put in life or death danger possibly. And Caro doesn't care, spat on her, and Harry does not take kindly to this. He respects her very much. So he does Crucio. And in the course of this chapter, both Harry and McGonagall both do Crucio, and Harry does Crucio and McGonagall does Imperio. They're doing unforgivable curses. And it's really hyping up to the fact that this is definitely the beginning of a battle. It's war, and rules that exist outside of war don't always exist within war. For instance, killing. But eventually, Caros are dealt with, and Harry, Luna, and McGonagall start getting away. McGonagall calls all the heads of house. That would be Flitwick for Ravenclaw, Sprout for Hufflepuff, and Slughorn right now for Slytherin because Snape is headmaster. And Sprout and Flitwick are totally on the side. McGonagall has found out from Harry he needs to go searching for something, and she says, alright, we're gonna try to protect the castle. So the adults are going to start protecting the castle. They're going to get all the minors out of the campus and escape. So when Harry and Luna get back to the room requirement, the room is filled with people. Oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot the part of the chapter. But Snape comes out to McGonagall before the heads of house stuff. Sorry. And finally he gets full on attacked, and it's pretty awesome. And McGonagall says no one's gonna mess with Hogwarts anymore. And so they've taken back the power from Snape, which is the name of the chapter. See, I told you I'd forget something. But back to the room requirement. The room is filled with so many people because all the members of the DA, past and present, have been informed that there's going to be a battle, and through that the members of the Order have been informed. So this room is filled, and it's filled with people we haven't seen since the beginning of the story. You got Oliver Wood in there. I mean, we got Remus. No Tonks at the moment. She's with Teddy. We got Bill and Fleur and Molly and Arthur and Fred and George and so many people, and it's awesome because like we're gonna take up arms and we're gonna fight and we're gonna protect Hogwarts and we're gonna stop Voldemort because we know he's coming. And then Ginny is trying to stay. She wants to fight, but her mom's telling her she needs to leave with all the other minors. She's 16, she's not of age, and she doesn't want her there. And obviously, she's her little girl, and she doesn't want her little girl getting hurt. But from Ginny's perspective, her entire family pretty much is in that castle, and the man she loves is in that castle, and she can't stand being off in some safe house away from all of it. She needs to know they're all right, and she needs to be there to help fight and protect and defend. She's a member of Dumbledore's army. She needs to do this. But her mom's having none of it. And in the course of all this comes out Percy. And it's Percy's redemption, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who haven't read the novels and just watched the movies and might be watching this, just get a heads up from the book, the last movie. Percy, Ron's older brother, not the oldest, but the oldest one while he's at Hogwarts in the first couple of movies. And you may have noticed him occasionally in background scenes at the Ministry, which, although they don't do the storyline, I do appreciate that they happen in the background. So for those who have read the book, know that that storyline is still existing. Percy went to school, became head boy, he was a prefect, he did all that, and he's always been, rules are important, rules are what matter, need to follow the rules, need to excel. So he gets his job at the Ministry, and he completely disowns his family, and that plot line is gone from the films. He disowns his family, he disowns what they've been fighting for. He just wants to get ahead in the Ministry and do well in the Ministry, and so he's following whatever the Ministry's line is. And eventually that turns to evil and hurting Harry and hurting their family, and he doesn't come to Bill and Fleur's wedding. He's not part of the Weasley family at all anymore. And it hurts Molly so much she's just broken down into tears a couple times in the books. His brothers think he's a prat and awful. But he recognized that what he was doing was wrong, that the Ministry had gone too far, that it was dark and wrong. And he snuck out of the Ministry. He rebelled, and he got a hold of Aberforth, and he found out. And as soon as he finds out, right away he comes. He's almost afraid he's missed the battle. He's there to fight, and he's there to help. And he's there to join the good guy side. The end, but he did it, and it's awesome. And I like that part of the story for Percy. Ginny, at this point, is trying to sneak out to go meet up with people who are going to fight, but they make a compromise, and she's supposed to stay in the room requirement. Supposed to. During the battle, so she's not away from her family. So this was the Sacking of Severus Snape. Again, as obviously I forgot to mention right away the part that's the title. I'm sure there's things I missed. Slughorn seems a little confused whether or not he's going to stay as a Slytherin, and McGonagall says Slytherins need to decide where their loyalty lies and things like that. So there's a lot going on in this chapter. It's very, very packed with things, but it's pushing us to the battle, and we're definitely ready for it with so many old faces, and it's setting us up for the end. Okay guys, I love you, God bless, and I'll be seeing you a lot because I pretty much have to do a video almost every day this week to make sure that this works, getting it done for the movie, because I can't make any videos the week the movie comes out because I'm going to summer camp as a counselor and coming home the day the movie comes out and being very tired. But still going to see it. Okay guys, bye.